All right, all right. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hope all is well. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, Facebook, Instagram, X. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back for another discussion about the money game. You know what time it is. It's that time. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, we come on live. So we can have a discussion. We can talk about the book, the concept of the money game. So black people can win and dominate, brothers and sisters. It's no joke. It may be a game, but it's a very serious game that we all must learn how to play. It's getting more and more serious that we be more aware, more cognizant about this money game, this game that we play with money. We have money in our hands. Everybody plays the money game. You've heard it before. If you haven't heard it before, get my book. I tell you that even a homeless plays the money game. Even a baby plays a money game. Even unborn children play the money game. Everybody plays the money game by default. So why not play it to the fullest? Why not play it to win and dominate? That only makes sense. That only makes sense, brothers and sisters. So that's what that book talks about. But I come on here Tuesdays and Thursdays so we can have a discussion around money. We don't talk about money enough other than getting money, spend money, get money, spend money, get money, spend money. If that was the capsule, if that was what encapsulates the game in its full, in its entirety, then everybody would win. Everybody would win. No game that you play of any kind, it just has the beginning and the ending. There's nothing in between that determines the outcome of the end of the game. It's what happens after you get started. It determines what happens after you get started. That determines how you end the game. What happens is after you are born. After you are born, you and I are born. What happens after that determines the end. You got to be more than concerned with just the beginning and the end. You have the end in mind, yes. But there's something in between that determines what kind of end that you will have. See, so it's just the mind. See, we have to understand it's the conditioning of the mind that determines if you win or lose in life. You can't lose in all these different areas, or all these different dynamics of life, and then be called a winner. And then say, I've dominated the game of life, which includes all these different dynamics and parts. In order to say I won in life in its totality, I have to win at the majority of all those dynamics, all those parts within the game of life. And one in particular, a very important one, is money, especially here in America. We say things, we are aware of things, but we need to become more conscious about it. It has to be on our conscious. We have to use that to determine how we move, what we do every minute, every second of the day as it pertains to money. We know people come to America from around the world. Yes, to escape oppression, yes. But for financial aspiration, to live what they perceive is the American way, the American dream. Only to get here and realize it's not all that it's made out to be. And we know that better than anybody else, black people in America, descendants of ex-slaves. So, brothers and sisters, get this book. Go to TheMoneyGame.com, TheMoneyGameBook.com, TheMoneyGameBook.com. I got 2 free gifts for you. Just enter your name and email address. You'll get one of those immediately. It's an audio, downloadable audio. You get that right away. And then the next week or two, or maybe a month or so, once we reach our target, our subscription target, we're striving for 100 people that have gone to that website, TheMoneyGameBook.com, entered the name and email, and gotten the free audio. And then later on, we will have, in about a month or so, we'll have a private Zoom for just those that's on that list, so we can talk about the book. You can ask me questions and expound on different concepts and things that I mentioned in the book. All right. So go to TheMoneyGameBook.com and get your free gift now, and then get on the Zoom in the next 30 days or so. But we have to reach our target of 100 or more individuals that have gone to that page and gotten the free gift and signed up. All right. So that's what we want to do. So every time we come on here, brothers, we just want to be quick. We know people's attention span is very, very short. So we want to make sure that I don't take up too much of your time. It's at the end of the day, right? But I want to put something on your mind so you can think about towards the end of the day, and hopefully go to bed with something on your mind as important as the money game, so black people can win and dominate. Just take out black people, take the word black people out and put in your name. So Daryl can win and dominate. So you can win and dominate. Put your name in there. You have to take ownership. So what we do is we come on in this couple of minutes. I cover something from my book. It's 200 pages, right? It's not like 99.9% of any other book you've ever read about money. But you have to get it to find out why I make that statement. All right. So as the title says, go to chapter 16, brothers, and those who have your book. All right. All the students who have your book. Because here's the thing. This is not a fiction book. It's not Harry Potter, right? It's a nonfiction book. It's information that you can use. It's information that you can use. It's self-improvement, self-development. It's information that is designed to give value, to add to your life. Okay. So chapter 16, it starts on page 145, but we want to jump to page 147. All right. Now this book is written very strategically. You have your chapters, and then you have subsections, 1 or 2 or 3 paragraphs, so you can get an idea, concept, wrap your mind around it. Okay, wrap your mind around it, so you can digest it, right? So you can take it in and you can think about it. It can cause an epiphany. It can cause an aha moment, because it's not a whole lot of information, all at once. It's easy concepts. All right. So chapter 16, page 147 says, success is mathematical. Success is mathematical, brother and sister. Let's just talk about that for a minute. What do you mean, Daryl, when you say success is mathematical? What are you talking about? Adding, subtracting, multiplication, and dividing? Yes. But very more simply than that, what I've learned over my 40 years of being in this space, studying and being a student, the most important thing, brother and sister, that you and I can be, if we're serious about any particular craft, any particular specialty, any particular discipline, is for us to stay students, remain students. Even when you become a teacher, even when you become an expert, even when you start sharing what you've learned and what you've done with other people, you're a teacher in that particular situation. But you never stop being a student. Never stop being a student. That's a hint to the wise. Okay. So I learned years ago, very simple, very simply. It's nothing sophisticated. They complicate things, right? That's part of this world system, to make things complicated, simple things complicated. Nothing hard about adding, subtracting, multiplication, and dividing. So what do I mean when I say success is mathematical? It's very simple, brothers and sisters. If we understand that when it comes to success of any kind, It's about probability, right? Nobody wins 100% of the time. So the question is, what is the possibility? What are the ratios? Now, of course, you don't know what they are, right? What is the probability, mathematical probability that I can own my own barbershop? There's no place you can go and Google that, right? So it is not so much to take literally, but it's to understand that if I can do all of the right things, right? Do all of the right things. You might not do all the right things right, but you're doing all of the right things. You're not doing the things that's going to increase your chances of failure. That's what I mean when I say success is mathematical. Very simple. If I can increase doing the right things, right? By increasing doing the right things, I increase my chances of success. That's one thing. But also by minimizing or lowering the wrong things to do, lowering the wrong things to do will also increase my mathematical probability of success. Right? You can keep on doing the wrong things and increase the right things to do mathematically. That would increase your mathematical probability of success or your chances to be successful. But if you want to double that, stack that, 10x that, 20x that, then you do that as well as lower the wrong things that you're doing. The wrong things that I'm doing towards I'm not successful in my relationship with my children, with my relatives, whatever. Increase the right things to do, minimize the wrong things to do, and you exponentially increase mathematically your chances of success. I hope you got that, because it's simple, right? Because we have to understand the concept of risk and reward, understand the concept, the idea of probability. And then therefore you can work and operate within the conscious understanding of the idea and the concept of probability. You don't have to know geometry. I'm not talking about that. You don't have to know trigonometry. I'm not talking about that. You don't have to know the mean and the medium and all. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about simple common sense. If I do more of the right things and less of the bad things, I will increase my chances of success. Now the journey starts, or it's simple but not easy, simple to understand but not easy to implement. So the question is now, how do I do that, Daryl? How do I increase doing the right things and minimize doing the wrong things? You have to identify what the right things and the wrong things are. That's called discovery, right? It's an approach. There's certain things you have to do to start determining what is right, what is wrong, because remember, in this world, wrong seems right and right seems wrong. So many times, most times, and that's part of the purpose of this book, to get rid of a lot of the myths, the misconceptions, the miseducation, the outright lies about the money game to win and dominate, not to play to be average, not to play to get by, not to play just to say I'm good until you're not, but to win and dominate. Those are the individuals that are most secure when economical hardship comes, when financial challenges and trials come in their life or in the economy. The ones that survive are not the average ones. The ones that not survive are not the middle class. Middle class, because I talk about where do the middle class go when economic depression comes? They don't go up, they go down. And if you're in the middle, how far down can you go before you be below? See, so win and dominate, brothers and sisters. What are we do? If we're not winning and dominating some area of any area of our lives right now, then that means you and I have to first develop the mindset of winning and dominating. If we are not already winning and dominating, the best of the best of the best, and you just win after win after win after win in life, whatever area of your life, it didn't matter, pick one. If we're not winning and dominating any other area of our lives, then the first thing we have to do is develop the mindset of winning and dominating. And that's what this book does. It gives us the mindset. It directs it towards money. It directs it towards the game, the money game. And it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that, brothers and sisters. I go in areas in that book that you wouldn't, people that talk about money wouldn't normally go. So success is mathematical. Understanding increase your chances of winning by doing more of the right things, minimize your chances of losing by doing less of the wrong things, and you exponentially increase your chances of success. See, we have to first wrap our minds around simple concepts, and then we can expand those to more difficult concepts. But so often we try to jump in at the top, jump in at the middle, start trying to understand 1031 exchanges, and start trying to understand, currencies, and try to understand things from and we don't have not any prior knowledge, prerequisite knowledge, not requisite, prerequisite knowledge. We don't have it. And that's where the gap is. All right. So the Money Game Book. So black people can win and dominate. Go to TheMoneyGameBook.com. Get your 2 free gifts. Get on the list. We have about 25, 26 more people to reach our goal of 100 subscribers. And then we're going to have the private Zoom where you can ask me questions. We can expound on the book. All right. Now, got a big announcement. Some of you all might heard me say it before in a couple of other broadcasts here, that we are pleased to announce that we will have our own show. That's right. The Money Game Show. The Money Game Show on Closing the Gap Broadcast Network. The first inaugural show is on 12th of May, Mother's Day. It's going to be a quick introduction show. Tell you what the show is about, concept ideas, because I know a lot of us will be with our family, with our mothers, as I will be. All right. But we want to come on. We got to get started. We got to have our first show, work out all the technical kinks. But it's on YouTube. So go to YouTube, put in Closing the Gap. That's good enough. Go there, subscribe, so you can be notified. Hit the notification button. You'll be notified when we go live. And of course, like I say, give me your name and email address. And then, of course, you'll know of the show dates every week, every broadcast, I should say, which is going to be twice a month to start out, the second and the fourth Sunday. And then we'll expound from there based on the audience. All right. So we're pleased to announce that we will have our own show, the Money Game Show, live on Closing the Gap Broadcast Network on YouTube this Sunday, the 12th of May, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So go there after we leave off here tonight. Hit the go to YouTube, go to Closing the Gap, hit the subscribe, hit the notification. Have some other wonderful shows on that platform, on that broadcast network. All right, hip hop, health, spiritual is there, brothers and sisters, is there. So you want to participate. All right. So with that being said, we ride about 20 minutes. We like to keep these short and sweet and to the point, just like the book, short and sweet to the point. Leave your questions below, your comments below, so we can communicate. And I think that's it. All right. Thank you for joining me. Time to go eat. So as always, I'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserves your very best. Until Thursday, I'm out. Peace.